Songlo Shila Prabhupada. I hope you all are well. Welcome you all to His Holy Chandramauli Maharaja's daily call. Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. Songlo Shila Prabhupada. I think Maharaj was there. He just disappeared. I hope you will join soon. I'm so sorry for stopping it. I know everyone was enjoying the kirtan. And it's so nice. Hopefully, today's verse is Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto, chapter number 7 and verse number 51. So that's the one we are covering today, schedule incarnation of specific functions. And let's see if Maharaj comes back. Otherwise, I'll start the kirtan again. I guess everyone wanted to hear the kirtan. We'll wait for Maharaj to come. And then by the time, let's hear it more. I'm so sorry, Maharaj, for stopping it. So today's verse, Maharaj, is second canto, chapter number 7 and verse number 51, schedule incarnation of specific functions. So I'll share my screen. Just give me a second. Increase the font a bit. Yes. Over to you, Maharaj.
Guru Maharaj, you're on mute. We cannot hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear you. Sorry. We still can't hear you, Guru Maharaj, for some reason.
Okay, now we got it. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Share it again. Yes.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Idam Bhagavatam Nama Yamme Bhagavato Ditam Sangraho Yam Vibhutinam Tvamitam Vipuli Kuru. O Narada, this science of God, Srimad Bhagavatam, was spoken to me in summary by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and it was spoken as the accumulation of his diverse potency. Please expand this science yourself. Purport. The Bhagavatam, in a nutshell, spoken by the Personality of Godhead, is about a half a dozen verses, which will appear ahead, is the science of God, and it is the potent representation of the Personality of Godhead. He, being absolute, is non-different from the science of God, Srimad Bhagavatam. Brahmaji received this science of Godhead from the Lord directly, and he handed over the same to Narada, who in turn ordered Srila Vyasadeva to expand it. So the transcendental knowledge of the Supreme Lord is not mental speculation by the mundane wranglers, but is uncontaminated, eternal, perfect knowledge beyond the jurisdiction of the material modes. The Bhagavad Puran is therefore the direct incarnation of the Lord in the form of transcendental sound. And one should receive this transcendental knowledge from the bona fide representative of the Lord in the chain of disciplic succession from the Lord to Brahmaji, from Brahmaji to Narada, from Narada Vyas, from Vyas to Sukadev Goswami, from Sukadev Goswami to Sutta Goswami. The ripened fruit of the Vedic tree drops from one hand to another without being broken by falling suddenly from a high branch down to the earth. Therefore, unless one hears the science of Godhead from the bona fide representative of the spiritual of disciplic succession, as mentioned above, for one to understand the theme of the science of Godhead will be a difficult job. It should never be heard from the professional Bhagavatam reciters who earn their livelihood by gratifying the senses of the audience. Om Gyan Timirandasya Gyanajana Salakaya Chaksu Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavari Pastyatya Desatarine Vanchakalpa Tarubhischa Kripa Sindhupe Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaho Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Srimad Bhagavatam is also known as Bhagavad Puran. There are 18 Puranas, six for people in the mode of ignorance, 6 for people in the mode of passion, 6 for people in the mode of goodness. And then there is the Amalam Puranam, or the pure Puranam, which is Bhagavatam, which is completely transcendental. There is no tinge of anything material in Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam doesn't compromise the principles of pure devotional service just to patronize people, desires for some sense gratification. It speaks directly. It is the ripened fruit of all Vedic knowledge, as it's mentioned here, and that is one of the first verses mentioned in the Bhagavatam. The Bhagavatam is Krishna in transcendental sound vibration. As the Supreme Lord is absolute, he manifests himself in different features of himself, and Bhagavatam is one of those features, because service to the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, is represented as pure devotional service. One cannot serve the personality of Godhead in mixed devotion. He can only accept pure devotional service because that is his position. For those who want to worship in a mixed devotion, he manifests himself in his other forms as Vishnu, or he comes in the form of the spiritual master to help one come to the platform of pure devotional service. And in the meantime, he accepts the offerings of his pure devotees as the conditioned souls who work under the guidance of the pure devotees receive that knowledge from him. So Bhagavatam is non-different than Krishna. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati illustrates this in one analogy by comparing the transcendental body of the Lord to the 12 cantos of the Lord. He uses the 2 feet of the Lord are the first and second canto. Then you have the calves, third and fourth, the thighs, fifth and sixth, and then all the way up to the smiling face of the Lord, which is the 10th canto. The forehead of the Lord is the 11th canto, and the top of the head is the 12th cantos. So to help us understand that Krishna is non-different than Bhagavatam, and how we approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead is through a gradual process of knowledge given by the spiritual master, as it's mentioned here. That here, Brahma, what is he saying? He's asking Narada to continue this knowledge as I have already given to you, and even expand it further. As Krishna is unlimited, the knowledge of Bhagavatam is also unlimited. For instance, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, who was one of the greatest Vaishnava philosophers in the history of Vaishnava philosophers, spoke on the first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam for 3 months, every day, giving a few hours lecture every day on the first verse, not covering any of the previous day's points, always expanding the meaning of that first verse more and more. So this illustrates that one who actually knows Bhagavatam can present Bhagavatam in an unlimited number of ways, and each of those ways are in line with the philosophy of Bhagavatam. So it is Krishna, non-different than Krishna. Therefore, we even see in some cases, and of course this is proper, we take the Srimad Bhagavatam, the books itself, we place it on the altar alongside of the deities. We also give it garlands, and we also worship it by offering various sacred articles to the Bhagavatam. So, but our connection with the Bhagavatam is to hear. Tene Brahma Idai. Brahma said, the summary of this was given to me by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And that was spoken within the heart. And he expanded that knowledge in the form of this knowledge, which came by his son, Sukadeva Goswami, and then later expanded even further by Sutta Goswami, who together with Sukadeva Goswami discusses in relationship to the sages of Naimisharanya who came to hear what is that knowledge in the age of Kali that is the most direct and most powerful spiritual knowledge to uplift the conditioned souls in this age. And the answer is Srimad Bhagavatam. So we should make Bhagavatam a regular part of our daily sadhana. In fact, it is recommended, Nasta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki. By rendering service to the pure devotee, all that is inauspicious is in the heart, is automatically destroyed. And loving service to the transcendental Lord is established as an irrevocable fact. So Bhagavatam comes in 2 forms. There is book Bhagavatam and there is person Bhagavatam. We learn book Bhagavatam from person Bhagavatam, who is the transcendental, pure devotee spiritual master, who teaches Srimad Bhagavatam from the point of explaining that knowledge as given to him by his spiritual master also. So everything comes into cyclic succession, as we see here from this particular purport. The knowledge was handed over to Narada, and Narada from Vyas to Sukadev, from Sukadev to Sutta Goswami, So on down the line. Here, Prabhupada wants to make a point by using an analogy. The ripened fruit of Vedic tree drops from one hand to another without being broken by falling suddenly from a high branch down to the earth. So in other words, one cannot jump over the previous acharyas or the present acharyas to the previous acharyas and try to get that knowledge in that way. One has to hear from the bona fide representative who is present to speak Srimad Bhagavatam. Of course, Bhagavatam itself speaks, but how much can we understand? Therefore, it is one of the words of the pure devotee who lives Bhagavatam. We say, we use a little cute little saying that says, he knows the way, he goes the way, he shows the way. So the pure devotee spiritual master is a living representative of Srimad Bhagavatam, and therefore he can teach Bhagavatam to others. If we read Bhagavatam directly, we can also get some understanding. But the pure understanding comes from the explanations given by the pure devotees on Bhagavatam, by which they give their realizations on this knowledge in the form of transcendental sound vibration. So we must hear directly. And Prabhupada cautions us to say there are people who like to speak the Bhagavatam in order to gain some prestige or some pecuniary gain in order to fortify their family responsibilities. And people in the audience, they come and they sit there and they listen for 7 days. They go home. They forget everything they even heard. They do it as a function. They don't take up Bhagavatam as an activity. They simply listen as a function because they hear that Sukadev Goswami spoke Srimad Bhagavatam to Maharaj Parikshit, and therefore these Bhagavatam reciters, many of them, they actually know Bhagavatam to some degree, but because they're not engaged in pure devotional service, they can't give the real import or the complete imports of Srimad Bhagavatam. What is Bhagavatam? What is the essence of Bhagavatam? It is explained throughout Bhagavatam. There is a particular verse in the Bhagavatam which is called the Paribhasa Sutra. Paribhasa Sutra gives the meaning of the actual text. Every authorized religious text has a Paribhasa Sutra verse that helps to give us the understanding of what is the text about. So in this Srimad Bhagavatam, it is the first canto, third chapter, verse number 28. Ete chamsam kalom pumsam Krishnas tu Bhagavan Swayam. So Bhagavatam speaks throughout the entire. Some people ask, what is the essence of Bhagavatam? The essence of Bhagavatam establishes Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That there is no one greater, no one higher in all of the echelons of spiritual understanding than Krishna. Krishna is Adi Guru. He is the original source. He is as it's mentioned here, in that same verse, it says all of the manifestations, all of the plenary portions and portions of the plenary portions of Godhead are simply coming from the original source, which is Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And therefore, it establishes Bhagavatam as worship of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in pure devotion, not in mixed devotion. It teaches various aspects of pure devotional service to help raise our consciousness to pure devotional service like that. We may even still have material desires, but we can still perform pure devotional service if we work carefully and what we say obediently under the direction of the spiritual master. Then we can engage in pure devotional service, even though we haven't been fully purified from material desires. But if we follow the pure line in a pure way, that is pure devotional service, which leads to the purification of the heart, which will lead to the realization of Krishna being the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the Bhagavatam ends, the very last verse in the Bhagavatam sums up the method by which one can worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead in this age. Turn to that verse, Satyabhama. It's the 12th canto, 13th chapter, verse number 23, which is the last verse in the entire Bhagavatam. And it's called, so here sums up everything, because after giving all of the knowledge, the summation comes in the last one. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Lord Hari. The congregational chanting of his holy name destroys all sinful reactions, and the offering of obeisances unto whom relieves all material suffering. So this is the conclusion of Bhagavatam, that to realize Krishna or to engage in pure devotional service in this age, one must chant the holy names of the Lord, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So it gives both the goal and the means to attain the goal in Srimad Bhagavatam. And there's no artha, dhamma, karma, or moksha in Bhagavatam. Everything is all of the incarnations, all of the manifestations of Krishna's incarnations, as described in Srimad Bhagavatam, are worshipped in that mood of pure devotional service. But Krishna is the source. Therefore, one has to understand Bhagavatam in relationship to Krishna. And the essence of the knowledge of Krishna comes in the form of the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And the essence of the 10th canto is the chapters 29 through 33, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Yeah, those 5 chapters in the Srimad Bhagavatam is the essence of the essence of the knowledge of Krishna, and that is what is called the Gopi Gita, the chapters 29 through 33. Yeah. Krishna, 29. Krishna and the gopis, the rasa dance, the gopi, yeah. So this is the essence of Krishna, the knowledge of Krishna given in Bhagavatam. But in order to attain to the realization of this knowledge, one has to purify them by following the process given by the spiritual master, which centers around the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and associating with and serving pure devotees, especially the pure devotee spiritual master. And so one has to hear Bhagavatam with what we say rapt attention. So turn to the first canto, third chapter, the verse number 43. This verse is mentioned at the beginning of the Srimad Bhagavatam as one of the most important verses in the Bhagavatam, 43. And it describes the glories of the Bhagavatam. Go to the Sanskrit. Krishna swago bhagadhe dharma janaribi saham kalo nasta drusam esam hunar narko duno tita. The Bhagavatam Purana is as brilliant as the sun and has arisen just after the departure of Lord Krishna to his own abode, accompanied by religion, knowledge, etc. Persons who have lost their vision due to the dense darkness of ignorance in this age of Kali shall get light from this Purana. And then, as it goes down the purport, it teaches us how we should hear Srimad Bhagavatam. And here, I think, can find that section. See.
It's in 44, Guru Maharaj, the next rapt attention.
Yeah, you're right. It's in 44. Okay, so. Okay, go down the page. It's in this verse here. One should hear with rapt attention from the real person, and then he can at once realize the presence of Lord Krishna in every page. The secret of knowing Bhagavatam is mentioned here. No one can give rapt attention who is not pure in mind. No one can be pure in mind who is not pure in action. No one can be pure in action who is not pure in eating, sleeping, fearing, and mating. But then Prabhupada gives a concessionary statement. But somehow or other, if someone hears with rapt attention from the right person, even though one may not be pure in eating, sleeping, mating, and defensing, at the very beginning, one can assuredly see Lord Sri Krishna persons in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Bhagavatam is a requirement for Vaishnavas. Every day we should read or at least hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Actually, Prabhupada said it takes 1 month to understand each verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. I mentioned how Bhakti Siddhanta spoke 3 months every day on the first verse. But he's a Mahapurush. He is living Bhagavatam. But for us, 1 month for each verse. Now, you might say, well, how does that work? Because the more you go into the Bhagavatam in a scrutinizing way, reading with the desire to understand and to understand deeper what is being said, the Bhagavatam reveals itself more and more in its actual essence. So Bhagavatam is not limited to the words on the page. Bhagavatam is expansive in the knowledge of pure devotional service. It not only is expansive, it's unlimited. Okay. Number 1+ there. Put yourself on mute there. 1+. KB 2001. There you go. Thank you. Okay, so this is Bhagavatam, and this is the glories of Bhagavatam being illustrated by this verse. Prabhupada gives everything. The glory of Bhagavatam, the knowledge of Bhagavatam, the essence of Bhagavatam, and the means for understanding Bhagavatam.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for so nicely explaining, again, reminding us the potency and importance of Srimad Bhagavatam and how important it is for all of us to read it and what it does to all of us. Thank you so much. Shri Devi Mataji, as soon as Maharaj is back, please ask your question.
Questions?
Dear Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada. Thank you, Guru Maharaj, again for reminding us of the importance of reading Srimad Bhagavatam. As you were speaking about the various Puranas, 18 Puranas, 6 in the mode of ignorance, 6 in the mode of passion, etc., I was thinking Srila Prabhupada has given us the complete process, the purest process of Bhakti Yoga, and he's made it available to everyone. So why would anyone go to those Puranas which are for the modes of ignorance, passion, etc., and miss the chance of Bhakti Yoga?
The Puranas are not in those modes. It's for people in those modes. So 6 Puranas for people who are in the mode of ignorance. These Puranas are not in these modes. They're teaching from that perspective. So there are people who cannot or are not able to, or maybe even will not, be able to execute the pure devotional service. So to elevate them from the lower mode to a higher mode and ultimately above the modes, the Puranas are given accordingly. So yeah, you have the different Puranas there. Pravishya Purana, Linga Purana, the Shiva Purana, Markandeya Purana, Garuda Purana, so many Puranas.
So then do people actually follow these Puranas, those who are in the modes of ignorance and passion?
If they hear this knowledge from a spiritual teacher, then they can elevate themselves. Just like you see, you have Sukaracharya. Now he's teaching some aspect of devotional service in the mode for those in the mode who are in the mode of passion, mostly. So there is different gurus also who teach from different levels according to their followers. You see that even today. Many gurus, they don't teach pure devotional service. They teach something less, that you can still fulfill your material desires and be spiritually enlightened at the same time. So they mix in these different, and this is mixing in the qualities of the different modes. The desire for conquest is for people in the mode of ignorance. The desire for material gain are people in the mode of passion. The desire for material enjoyment on the level of the demigods is for people in the mode of goodness.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Thank you.
Shri Mataji. Shiv Kumar Prabhu, please go ahead.
Thank you. Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So Maharaj, one question from today's class, Maharaj. Understanding that Bhagavatam teaches the pure devotional service, we see that the falasruti of many of the chapters seem to be material in nature, Maharaj. So how can we understand, Maharaj? Why is that so?
Yeah, it does say that, doesn't it? The Falasukti also said, yeah, that you can gain this. But that's for people who are reading Bhagavatam, who are inspired by that these. In other words, you can even for those who engage in the pure devotional service, they can reap some material benefits from Srimad Bhagavatam, but they don't try for material benefits. They simply try to understand the Bhagavatam, but there is material benefits also coming from pure devotional service. But they come automatically. They don't come as a means of one's desire. They just come automatically. One will get maybe a good material position. One may also get some happiness in family life. This may also be part of the benefits that one receives for engaging in devotional service. They come automatically. So I guess it's hard to really say why these falastutis are there, but they're impetuses. Because you'll see the falastuti will say, if one daily recites this particular lila, mentions the lila, every day, then this will be the benefit. So it's in one way, it's tricking people to connect with pure devotional service by offering a material desire. For those who are inclined in that way. But devotees are not inclined in that way because they don't look for material desires.
Thank you so much. Great.
Thank you, Shiv Kumar Prabhu. So devotees, if you have any other questions, please raise your hands and ask, or you can type in the chat and I can read for you. Maharaj, while we're waiting, I have a question that during Bhadra campaign, it's always, encouraged that we all distribute Shrimad Bhagavatam. And many times it happens that a new devotee joins and we try and give them Shrimad Bhagavatam. However, Srila Prabhupada has instructed us that we should go in the systematic order, that we should read Bhagavad Gita and then Shrimad Bhagavatam. So should we avoid giving Shrimad Bhagavatam to new devotees or till they read Bhagavad Gita, or we should just try and distribute as many as we can?
You can explain that, all right, you can give them Bhagavatam, but you can say the preliminary knowledge to understand Bhagavatam is given by Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita.
Mhm.
But Prabhupada what is he doing? He's explaining this knowledge in his purports for people to understand easier. The text of Bhagavatam cannot be understood only by the pure devotees. Therefore, everyone needs to hear the purports, the explanations on the verses.
Mm.
And it's fine if you give someone Bhagavatam, but you may also mention to them that this is higher knowledge, basic knowledge of Krishna conscious practice is given by Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. So let them read Bhagavatam, but you can also encourage them to read Bhagavad Gita too.
Mm. Thank you, Maharaj. And I have another question while we haven't thought anyone has raised their hands. So, Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada also instructed that after reading Shrimad Bhagavatam, we should read Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, when we read, Mahaprabhu has, so many places, associates of Mahaprabhu has, referred to and mentioned Shrimad Bhagavatam verses. And when you read Chaitanya Charitamrita, it's been referred like Shrimad Bhagavatam has been referred, and Shrimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita has been referred. So how do we understand that, CC still has the, higher position than Shrimad Bhagavatam? How do we understand that?
Just because it's referring to Bhagavatam?
Oops, sorry.
Is that because Chaitanya Charitamrita includes statements that support the knowledge of Chaitanya Charitamrita from Bhagavatam? Yeah. So Chaitanya Charitamrita is living Bhagavatam. What is Bhagavatam? The life of Bhagavat. What is Chaitanya Charitamrita? The life of Lord Chaitanya and his teachings. That's living Bhagavatam. It's non-different than Bhagavatam.
Thank you.
Therefore, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati says, in order to understand Bhagavatam, one should read Chaitanya Charitamrita first. Yeah. And if you see how Srila Prabhupada has designed Bhagavatam, what does he do at the beginning of Bhagavatam? He gives a 60-page introduction in a summary form of the life of Lord Chaitanya. So, yeah. But I would say we should read them together.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Raja. Balakrishna Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to you, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Vaishnavas everywhere. Guru Maharaj, I had a question. You kind of answered it today, but I wanted maybe, so I'll mention my question anyways. So my thing is, one of the main things that Srila Prabhupada always says is that the name of Krishna and Krishna are non-different. This is something that comes up, and this is a foundational principle of Vaishnavism. So my question was this a later construct, or was it already there in the early stages in the Vedas or Bhagavatam? And I think today you kind of said that the pointed out to the very last verse. So when is this concept come later, Maharaj?
Well, that's an
Yeah.
absolute principle.
Yeah.
The name of Krishna and Krishna is non-different. You're talking about when is it first mentioned in scripture?
No, I thought we only got it from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He came and that he established that principle, and I didn't realize it was there in the Bhagavatam itself.
Rupa Goswami, which is a follower of Lord Chaitanya, he mentions it. What is that verse? Nama Chintamani's Krishnas Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Punya Sudya Nitya Mukta Abhinna Tvam Nami Namino. So Bina means different, Abhina means the same, Nami and Nama, name and the person who is being named are the same. So that's there in that verse by Rupa Goswami. And he also mentions it again in his Namastakam prayers. The name of the Lord and the Lord are non-different. But that's an absolute principle. I'm sure, but I can't give a reference. I'm sure it's also mentioned in the Shrutis, which are the Vedas itself. When Lord Brahma speaks the verse from the Kali Santara Upanishads, the Upanishads are the Shrutis, which are the actual Vedas. He says, Iti Sodasakam Nam Kali Kamasanam Nata Parateo Payo Sarvaveda Shudrashyate. After searching through all Vedic knowledge, Vedic scriptures, one cannot find a more sublime, and more direct process of self-realization in this age of Kali than chanting of these 16 names. But the point is that in age of Kali, the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra has been introduced. In previous ages, you don't hear so much about people chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra because it wasn't the Yuga Dharma.
Right.
Although it was there, and it's also mentioned in the Vedas are eternal, it simply wasn't practiced as the means for self-realization until Lord Chaitanya came and gave it the emphasis.
Emphasis for our Yuga. That makes a lot of sense. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And Maharaj, you also just mentioned the very last verse of the Bhagavatam, if I remember correctly, it clearly states you sing the names of the Lord, right, to attain the Lord or something like that. So does that, how much does that predate Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Bhagavatam, and in a timeline fashion? I mean, it's not super important, but I'm just wondering.
Well, glorification of the name of the Lord is an eternal principle of worshiping the Lord. So that's there throughout the whole scriptures. So the name may have been different, like Govinda. Or Yasomati Nandana. There are so many names of the Lord. Sham Sundar. So maybe in that particular section, it doesn't mention the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, but throughout the Bhagavatam, it does mention Hare Krishna Mahamantra in the purports, not in the text. You don't find it so much in the text. We find it in the text of the Kali Santara Upanishads, which precedes the knowledge given in the Bhagavatam. Yeah. So it's there. And Prabhupada, I mean, the Acharyas presented. Like someone asked, well, where is the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra in the Bhagavad Gita? You don't find any verse, but you find one verse.
Right.
There is, what is that verse? Sri Devi, what is that verse? In the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita.
Aham sarvasya 10:9. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mat.
That's the 10th chapter, 9th chapter.
10:25 regarding japa, Maharaj.
9 something. 9. Let's see. 9:13. Go to 9:13. Yeah, always chanting my glories. Bowing down for these great souls worship me in devotion. Yeah, so always chanting my glories. So in this age, it's recommended chant Satatam Kirtayanto Mam. So Prabhupada points this verse out. Go to the purport. Yeah. Yeah, so worshiping the Lord by always chanting his glories. And in this age, Lord Chaitanya has given us the essential principle of Krishna's worship, which is to chant his holy name. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So you have to hear from the acharyas, otherwise the scriptures remain somewhat hidden in the meanings that they give in the forms of the words that they explain. It's the acharyas who bring out the meanings.
Awesome. Thank you, Maharaj.
Haribol.
Haribol.
Thank you. Nice. I'm glad you're there. I was a little worried about you when you had to drive back from.
Yeah. So there was zero chance of anything bad happening to me, Maharaj. I had just met my Maharaj. Krishna is on my side. Sri Devi Mataji gave me a Narasimha Mala. I had a devotee right next to me. Nothing was going to happen to me, Maharaj. Well, we don't know, but I'm just saying. Let's just say odds were stacked in my favor.
There was a concern. There was a concern anyway.
Right. Thank you, Maharaj.
We knew Krishna would protect you anyway. So.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you, Balakrishna Prabhu. Sridevi Mataji, you have another question?
Actually, this is, springing from Balakrishna Prabhu's question. I was thinking about how important the holy name is and how we are encouraged to constantly chant the holy name. So my question to you, Maharaj, is this, that I have this tendency that I'm chanting. Okay, I've done my rounds. Now I'm going to do something else. And then I get busy with whatever it is to be done. And then I think I've chanted my rounds. But yesterday, when we were walking to the evening program, as we got out of the car, Gokul Priya started chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. And I was like, yeah, this is also an opportunity to chant. Why not chant even otherwise? And I started chanting and I told her, it's because you're chanting, I'm remembering to chant. But why am I not able to remember to chant at other times also? Why do I think, oh, I finished my rounds for the day, now I have to get on to something else? In other words, how can we get into this mindset that we must constantly chant?
Practice. Say just pray to Krishna, my dear Lord, every time I forget to chant your name, remind me. And he will. He'll remind you. Just like you might forget, and then you're walking along and you trip, and you say, oh, Hare Krishna. And you think, oh, yeah, all right, now I should be chanting. So, yeah, ask Krishna to remind you. That will help you, but practice. Prabhupada said, you have to put something in your mind. Why not put Krishna in the mind? We should not be thinking that if I think of Krishna or I'm chanting his holy name, how will I get my work done? This is Maya. The work will actually get done even better. Because Krishna includes everything, even your ordinary activities. So practice.
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
And remind yourself, tie some string on your finger, write something on the wall. Do whatever you can to remind yourself that you should be chanting at every moment.
Maharaj, I've also seen that devotees keep the tikar after they do 16 japa. So after, when they're doing the daily activities, they always have the tikar on. So they remember to press it. So when you're pressing it, you remember to chant all the time. So I assume that is also okay to do that.
Whatever it takes to remember. Yena kena prakarena mana Krishna nivesnaya. Somehow or other, remember Krishna. Somehow or other, chant the holy name.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Maharaj.
Any other questions, devotees, on holy name, on Srimad Bhagavatam? On your struggles with reading, if you're not reading, if you ever started reading, if you have any issues with your timing in reading, how long you should read, any questions like that would be really good to ask on this verse. Okay. I'm assuming everyone is reading Srimad Bhagavatam, so this is really nice, Guru Maharaj. If you have time, we can do one round of japa, only if you have time.
Yeah, just give me a minute. I need a minute break and then I'll be there. I'll be right back.
I will share the screen.
Yeah, you can begin. I'll join in about 30 seconds. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram He Krishna Hari Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hari Krishna Hari 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 Ram He Krishna Hari Krishna Hari 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 Ram He Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Rama Hari Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram He Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Ram He Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Ram He Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Ram Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari Ram Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari Ram Ram Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hari Hari Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Krishna Hari Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hari Ram Hari 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hari Krishna Hari Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hari Ram Ram Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare.
I'm stopping the class now, Maharaj, because I have to leave. Is that okay?
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Srimati, can you take over? Hare Krishna, Hare
Mataji?
Krishna
Yes,
Krishna.
Gurmaharaj. Yeah, sure.
Hare Hare, Hare
Thank you.
Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna. Hari 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 Ram 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 Hari Hari. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna. Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram Hare. Hare Hare Krishna. Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare 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 Krishna Krishna. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Ram Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Rama Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Ram Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Krishna Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Ram Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Hari Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Hare Ram Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Hare Ram Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Hari Hare Krishna Hare Hari Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Hari Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Hari Hare Ram Hare Hari Hare Hari Hare Ram Hare Hari Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Hari Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama